Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Ask Lukenessmonster, episode 18, the series on the channel where I answer your guys' questions from the comment section down below. So if you guys do want a chance to get your comments featured in next week's episode, go down and comment down below in the comment section, and I will try to get to it in next week's episode. But before I do get into the first question, I just like to say on the channel I'm doing a giveaway. At 500 subs, I'm giving away this Camino Clone Trooper. So it's kind of hard to see because I didn't put it in front of the camera. But we are giving him away at 500, which is amazing. And we are only like 15 subs away, which is amazing. So if you guys are normally like watch the channel regularly and you aren't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button down below because it helps out the channel so much. And we're almost to the giveaway, so I'm really hoping we can do the giveaway video here within a week or so, and I can get that shipped out to the winner. Anyway, I'm also doing a giveaway at 1,000 subs. I just thought I would announce this because it is a little ways away, but I was lucky enough to pick up an extra ARC Trooper 3-pack, and I did want to give that away at 1,000. So, anyway, on to the first question. So the first question from Gerald, he asked, great video. Question, I believe you said one time in a video that you had read the Aftermath novels. Have you read any other Star Wars novels or Marvel comics? So, yes, I did read the Aftermath novels, and they were amazing. I would highly recommend it to any Star Wars fan at all. It definitely goes over like the pretty much the fall of the Empire after Return of the Jedi, and definitely goes into like the Battle of Jakku and all that kind of stuff. And pretty much the Battlefront 2 campaign, if you ever played that, is based around that book pretty much. And I really enjoyed the book as well. So or the book series, I'm sorry. And I really haven't read a whole lot of other Star Wars novels. I've been really wanting to read the Captain Phasma series and the Thrawn series, and I've just never really gotten around to it. And I don't really read Marvel comics at all. I mean, I've seen a few of them, but I don't really own any, and I don't really read them either. I know I've definitely wanted to get into some like Marvel comic collecting and stuff like that, but I'm definitely more into Star Wars than I am Marvel. Gerald asks, question, if you were to start collecting any other figure line, what lines or brands would you consider? So staying in Star Wars, I definitely go with the vintage collection. I grew up playing with 3 3/4 inch figures and I absolutely love them. I definitely think the vintage collection is a higher quality 3 3/4 inch figure than what we've gotten in the past. So I would definitely start with the vintage collection. But if I had to go out of Star Wars, I definitely consider Marvel Legends. I'm a really big MCU fan, and like just like older Spider-Man movie fan and all that kind of stuff. And I'd love the Marvel Legends. Obviously, there's some that I would not know at all. I haven't seen the X-Men movies in a long time. Same with Fantastic Four. I definitely need to rewatch those, but if I were to ever get into Marvel Legends, I definitely would. And yeah, so if right now the only thing in Marvel Legends I would actually collect would be the MCU characters and stuff like that. Joseph asks, out of all Star Wars movies, what are your top three? So I definitely gone over this before on the channel, but number one has to be Empire Strikes Back. It is just the best Star Wars movie in my opinion. Has no really low points except for Dagobah, but that is a very like enlightening scene and it's very interesting to watch. So it's not really boring. It's just a little low key, and I still love it. And I love the Cloud City scene at the end. I love the Hoth scene at the beginning. It's just an amazing movie. Second would have to be Revenge of the Sith. Just the entire climax of the movie with uh, Anakin killing Mace Windu and the like Order 66, and then the epic final duel at the end is just amazing. Obviously, the beginning is a little bit slower, but once you hit that Grievous fight with Obi-Wan, it all picks up from there, and it's just really, really exciting. So that one would definitely have to be my second favorite, and then my third favorite would have to be A New Hope. It's just classic. The rewatchability of the movie is amazing. The slowest part is again at the beginning before they meet Han Solo at the cantina. That's the slowest part of the movie, and it just picks up from there. And with Luke blowing up the Death Star at the end, it's just amazing and just a very memorable Star Wars movie. Jay Prasad asks, here's a question you might not want to answer, but I love asking hard questions. Are there any Black Series focused channels that you would never recommend? If so, why? So I actually thought about this and I looked, and there wasn't really any I could find. Obviously, a lot of people do different videos and different kinds of stuff like that, but making YouTube videos is hard, and people do it differently and they do what works for them, and you got to admire them for it. And even if I don't like the way something or somebody does something, it doesn't mean I don't recommend them, because I think Black Series collecting is again a very complicated hobby, and I would really highly recommend any person that does the Black Series like videos at all, because you know, we're all just a big Star Wars community here, and we gotta help each other. So I wouldn't, I would not recommend anyone, if that makes sense. So yeah. King asks, also there are particular Facebook pages or groups or resources that you recommend that either showcase Black Series or have info, rumors, or releases of info, etc. So yes, I not really Facebook. I mostly do Instagram for a lot of that kind of stuff. But where I get most of my news from is Yakface and Kylo Collector on Instagram. I will link both of them in the description. They do a bunch of amazing stuff. They post news and any reveals and stuff like that. If you're also looking for stuff like that, watch out for Hasbro's live streams. They normally do them on Mondays or Fridays, so look out for those. They do it on YouTube and Facebook. And that showcase Black Series, there are tons of like just Black Series, like people that do like photos and stuff like that showing off their figures, and I really like them. Here's one. And it's basically, his name is Star Wars The Black Series 2020 on Instagram. I will link him and myself on Instagram down in the description. He does amazing stuff. He does figure photography, and it just looks amazing. The quality of it is amazing. So I would highly suggest you guys go follow him on Instagram. I love what he does, and yeah, I would definitely love to get into figure photography eventually, but right now I'm more on videos. So yeah. Just Call Me Barry asks, do you ever plan to do a face reveal? So I get this question a lot, and eventually I will, just not yet. Yeah, just not yet. James says, you are 48 subscribers away from 500. That was a week ago. Now I am only like 9 away, which is amazing. So if you aren't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. So King also asks a lot of questions, but I'm going to go through and answer all of them. So do you script your videos, or is it just off the cuff? I like the change of your background with Luke Ray. Have you ever showcased your collection yet? Have you, or how do you display them? Do you like have a clone shelf, like an Empire shelf, stuff like that? So that was a lot of questions, and I'm going to go through and answer all of them. But first, do I script my videos? No, I don't. I normally just go off the top of, not off the top of my head, but I kind of just go with the flow and do what I'm thinking. I pretty much have a main idea of what I'm doing in my head, but I try to follow that, but I don't write anything down or script anything. And for these ones, I just answer the questions, again, off the top of my head, and it works out pretty well. I know it gets a little awkward sometimes when I stutter, but I think it works pretty well. Thanks for liking the background. I've definitely been trying to change it up every week. I know in some of my videos are kind of repetitive, but have I showcased my figure collection yet? No, I haven't. So what I plan to do eventually is get a display case to put them all in, and then I will get all of my figures down and get them all out so I could showcase them. And that kind of leads on to the next question: how do you display them? So I leave a few out in my desk in front of me, as you can see, but I have the wall of figures right here. I will lift it up and show you. But that's how I display them. I just display them in the box right there. So they all are open, but I just display them in the box. And yeah, eventually I'd like to get a display case, and then I'll have different shelves for I'll probably do new trilogy, prequel, and original trilogy eras. Actually, original trilogy is like the least amount of figures I have, which is kind of interesting. I need to get more of the 40th anniversary figures once they go on sale. But yeah, I would love to do that, and yeah. William asks, did you receive the Black Series Mandalorian Loyalist at this time? Many others did, including me, and I also wonder if your other Clone Wars figures got shipment tracking numbers too. So yes, I did receive my Loyalist about a week ago. The video on that guy should be out, I believe Friday is when that one should be out. And then my Super Commando actually came in a few days ago as well, so that review is already out on the channel, so go check that one out. I'll link it in the description. So yeah, I'm hoping to get my 330 seconds in pretty soon, and I believe the Ahsoka hasn't shipped yet. So that is actually all the questions we have time for today. So thank you guys very much for asking questions. And if you do want your question answered in next week's video, comment down below on this one, and I'll try my very best to answer it. And again, if you aren't subscribed, hit that subscribe button because we are like 10 away from the giveaway. And yeah, I really want to give that away and give back to the community. So if you aren't subscribed, hit that subscribe button because it helps out a lot.